It's me, the media guy. I promised you guys I would do part 3 of my home media collection. And I guess you can sort of notice right here that I sort of did a little bit of remodeling. Just thought I'd show that. I just show a little, but I just had to show a little bit of remodeling, in case you're wondering why there's some empty spaces. But anyways, here's part 3. Here's George of the Jungle and George of the Jungle 2 on DVD. The Adventures of Wallace and Gromit. Serves up. Horton Hears a Who. Lilo and Stitch. That Darn Cat. Rio. The Three Musketeers. Starring Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. Open Season. Dinosaur. Robots. Hey, it's Fat Albert. 101 Dalmatians. Mary Poppins. Max Keeble's Big Movie. Stuart Little. Disney's 3 classic cartoon favorites starring Goofy. Underdog. Here Comes Peter Cottontail. Rockies 1 and 2. The Tale of Desperaxi. I hope I said that right. Man of the Year. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Spirit. Stallion of the Carnival. Cimarron. Shark Tale. Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Band Knobs and Broomsticks. Felix the Cat, the World's Most Wonderful Cat. UHF, starring Weird Al Yankovic. Madagascar. The Emperor's New Groove. Boom, baby! Ice Age Continental Drift. Click. Opus and Bill and A Wish for Wings That Work. Back to the Future 30th Anniversary Trilogy. Yes, this contains all 3 Back to the Future films on one DVD. A Bug's Life, Tarzan, Road of Perdition, Lady and the Tramp, Planet 51, Inspector Gadget 2, Flushed Away, High School Musical, The Three Stooges Festival, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Ant Bully, Bowl's Big Break, A Charlie Brown Christmas, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, The Life of Mammals, all 4 DVDs, The Proud Family Movie, Despicable Me 2, 3 Mini Movie Collection, Monster House. I still should have watched this on Halloween months ago. Well, since Halloween is almost 6 months from now, I might watch this. Oliver Twist, Tarzan 2, the animated Super Mario Brothers movie, Casper the Friendly Ghost, The Wiz, Jurassic Park, Megamind, Wayne's World, Johnny English, Meet the Robinsons, the first Despicable Me movie, Happy Gilmore, Toy Stories 2 and 3, Inside Out, Return to Halloween Town, The Ultimate Cartoon Collection, Casper's Spookiest Tales, The Secret of Doom, Clerks. Yeah, this was quite a wild movie to watch, if you know what I mean. Napoleon Dynamite, Treasure Buddies, Bill and Ted's Excellent Double Feature. Yeah, it contains Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey, Night in the Museum and Night in the Museum 2, Battle of the Smithsonian, The Shakiest Gun in the West, the DVD release of The Incredibles, the full screen version, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, RV, 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag, The Chipmunk Adventure, Ernest Goes to Camp, B-Movie, Mouse Hunt, Brave, Descendants, Flipper, Mix the Nuts. It's weird that I never got a chance to watch this movie at all. Do you guys think I should watch this movie at some point? Just let me know down in the comments below. Cause it feels like I'm missing out. Hold on. Just trying to get this pesky DVD in. There. Haunted Mansion, Gulliver's Travels, The Simpsons Movie, Avengers, Cars Tunes, Mater's Tall Tales, Groucho and Cavett, Coraline, Who You Gotta Call? Ghostbusters! Yeah, I couldn't resist singing part of the iconic song. Disney's Peter Pan, there's Spider-Man, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Iron Man 2, Kim Possible, A Stitch in Time, Great Scott Marty, Freebirds, Harry and the Hendersons, Ratatouille, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, Robin Hood, Men in Tights, the animated Rocky and Bullwinkle show, Rockadoodle, The Road to Perdition on VHS, The Rocketeer, Rising Sun, Runaway Ralph, the live-action Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. We got Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams, Spy Kids 3, Game Over, Stitch the Movie, which I think that's meant to be like a backdoor pilot movie for the Lilo and Stitch TV show. Sleeping Beauty, Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, Sound of Music, Secret of NIMH, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the animated movie, not the awful live-action remake that just came out recently. If you guys think I should watch this movie at some point and share my thoughts on it, let me know. Because trust me, this movie is probably way better than the live-action remake. Saludos amigos. So dear to my heart. The best of Schoolhouse Rock, Stuart Little, Simply Hilarious. What? Volume 1? Yeah, we're starting the Three Stooges. Stuart Little 3, The Shakiest Gun in the West, Shark Tale, Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, Tricker, Treehouse, Spaceballs, Sister Act, Topsy Turvy, Tailspin, That's Showbiz, and Wise Up, The Terminator, I'll Be Back, The Little Engine That Could, Timon and Pumbaa, Wild Adventures, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, The Three Stooges Festival, and another Three Stooges Festival, VHS tape, Treasure Planet, Tower of Terror, The Emperor's New Groove, The Adventures of Tom and Huck, Toy Story and Toy Story 2, Tarzan and Jane, The Three Musketeers, The Three Caballeros, they say they are birds of a feather, That Darn Cat, The Kid, Where the Toys Come From, West Side Story, Undercover Brother, Twin Dragons, The Tower Inferno, The Three Stooges, Greatest Hits and Rarities, Witches and Stitches, We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. Yeah, I actually remember watching this movie like years ago, and I thought this was just a guilty pleasure in my opinion. Might not have been a perfect movie, but hey, we all have that certain movie that we all love. White Fang 2, Myth of the White Wolf, You Only Live Twice, The Wizard of Oz animated series called Fearless, Wallace and Gromit, A Close Shave, White Fangs, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Alright. We got Meet the Parents, Arthur and the Invisibles, Team America World Police, Anastasia, Paul Blart Mall Cop. Sorry that I said it weird the first time. G-Force. Attack of the Killed Tomatoes. Yeah, this is Attack of the Killed Tomatoes, but I guess you can already notice that it's the Spanish version. But don't worry, this DVD does come with English subtitles, even though I did rewatch the English version on Tubi the other day. G-Force, Garfield Travel Adventures, My Favorite Martian, the live-action Super Mario Bros. Movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Casper and Wendy, Hoodwinked, The Three Stooges meets Hercules, Spy Kids, All the Time in the World, The Blues Brothers, Igor, Lion King 1.5, the first Spy Kids movie, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Transformers, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. And yes, in a few months from now, this movie will turn 50 years old. And yes, I know you can tell on the DVD that it says 45th anniversary. Well, that's because in 2020, the film did turn 45 years old. Transformers, Animal House, Around the World in 80 Days, Scream 2 Movie Collection, Racing Stripes, There's Something About Mary, Monsters Inc., Pink Panther, Godfather, Over the Hedge, The Three Stooges Again, Ice Age, Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, The Laura and Hardy Collection, Be Big, and the Lucky Dog, the live-action Rocky and Bullwinkle movie, Mamma Mia and It's Complicated, double feature, Tim Burton's Frankenweenie, Casper's Haunted Christmas, A Christmas Story, A Christmas Carol, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the movie. Yeah, not to be confused for the Rankin Bass version of the same name. I'm guessing this one's different. A Walt Disney Christmas, Annabelle's Wish, Arthur's Perfect Christmas, Mickey's Magical Christmas, Snowden at the House of Mouse, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, all of the other reindeer, Reese's Christmas, the animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Silent Night, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street. Yeah, a movie I never got around to watch. The Warner Brothers, The Nutcracker, Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. This one is A Christmas Tree. Hold on, just gotta put you down again. Santa Claus 3. Okay. Inspector Gadget Saves Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, we got the little drummer boy and a Christmas Carol. Yeah, it's a VHS recording. Santa Claus 2. The Santa Claus the movie. The first Santa Claus movie. The Year Without a Santa Claus. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. A Walt Disney Christmas. Alvin and Chipmunks. Alvin's Christmas Carol. Nestor. Kids Sing Along, Rockin' Reindeer Christmas, Sonic Christmas Blast, Donkey's Christmas Spectacular, A Christmas Story, Ernest Saves Christmas, The New Christmas Classics, the live-action Grinch movie, Mickey's Magical Christmas on DVD, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on DVD, Snow Buddies, Arthur Christmas, Santa Claus 2, Shrek the Halls, A Charlie Brown Christmas, a few Christmas carols, including even though A Christmas Carol, An Old Dog's Christmas Carol, the live-action Grinch on VHS, Rudolph and the Island of Misfit Toys, The Night Before Christmas, Grandma got run over by a reindeer, and my entire Nickelodeon collection. Yeah, that's probably a lot to name off here. There is The Ren and Stimpy Show, Rugrats Christmas, Halloween, Rugrats Vacation, Phil and Lil's Double Trouble, Rocket Power, Island of Menahuna, Tintin, Invader Zim Season 2, Seasons 1 and 2 of All Grown Up, Attack of the Power of the Juju, Trouble with Magic, Legend of Korra, Book 2, Spirits, SpongeBob SquarePants, Atlantis SquarePantius, Sponge for Hire, Tales from the Deep, The Mighty Bee, We Got the Bee, Nick Picks 1, 2, and Holiday, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the Hey Arnold movie, the Rugrats movie trilogy collection, Fairly Odd Parents, Superhero Spectacle, Rango, Invader Zim, Operation Doom, Barnyard, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy's Top Wishes, SpongeBob Halloween, Nicktoons Christmas, SpongeBob, To SquarePants or Not to SquarePants, the Wild Thornberrys movie, SpongeBob Pilot and Mini movie, Square Short, Snowy, a Rugrats Chanukah, SpongeBob Christmas, a Rugrats Thanksgiving, SpongeBob Halloween, Wild Thornberrys, a Thornberry Christmas, Rugrats Tales from the Crib, Jimmy Neutron Time Warp, Rugrats Mysteries, okay, SpongeBob SquarePants, Home Sweet Pineapple, and Fear of the Krabby Patty. Sounds like that could have been like a SpongeBob movie or something. Rugrats Decade in Diapers, Chucky the Brave, Dr. Tommy Pickles, SpongeBob, Sea Sponge, Rugrats, Discover America, Fairly Odd Parents, Abracatastrophe, SpongeBob, SpongeButt, Spongerama, National Nonsense, Deep Sea Sponge, Sponge Buddies, Rugrats, Angelica the Divine, The Santa Experience, SpongeBob, Laugh Your Pants Off, Charlotte's Web 2, Jimmy Neutron, Wild Thornberrys, Harriet the Spy, and the Rugrats movie, Rugrats in Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild. Okay, that was part 3 of my home media collection, and thank you guys for watching. So that concludes all 3 parts of my home media collection. And yeah, I know I didn't show off my VeggieTales and Jim Henson collections since I didn't add a lot to those collections. Well, hopefully you guys will understand. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching.